Hi guys, today we are doing griffpatch tutorial. Yay! We are already at here. If you want to download the thing, download the level, I can give you the link for it. Anything else? Just anyways. So griffpatch tutorial, yay! It will take a lot of time anyways.
To handle this, name it move and add a numeric input named step.
Move.
Steps. Click to run.
Look, this is like it is so good in your eye. Meow.
Run without screen refresh. So this is going to replace these two move blocks.
Aha, the 5 move block steps. Let's do it. Oh, can we do this?
Drag the move 2 steps block into the new defined move script, and where it came from, drop in our homemade move.
Yes, so wait. Question mark, I can say. So this is the griffpatch tutorial. So what I say this is true. And this is homemade. Yes, this is true. Remember the way. It's true.
Move block, like so. We set it as 4 2-move item steps. Now looking back at the defined move script, drag the steps input variable into the move to
Like it.
link it all up. Right, now we can use these new custom block to replace the backwards movement too. But this time, again, move by -2 steps.
-2, yes. You can move by -2. So, if you want something, just use them. If you can see them, no, just wait. Planlenge arka planı farklı sıfırsa this. And this is the way
At this point, our code
oh yeah, oh yeah.
does exactly the same as it did before, but we can now add in the collision detection. So check
Yes, we have a collision detection.
whether if touching level.
Yes, this is so true. I will trust it.
Then. So if we have, the simplest way to get back out again is to move back to where we came from. So again, we move, and to get a negative value of steps, we use 0 subtract steps.
0 subtract steps. Yes, yes. This is it. Subtract subtract 0, subtract stops.
There. I think we can give that a try. Let's walk into a wall. Bonk. That looks promising, right?
I'm not cool now. The left side and left. I'm made this, man. I made a video song.
And each time something looks good. But don't let that fool you, for there be dragons. Not literally, obviously, but how many of you already know what might be wrong with this simple approach to collisions? Shall I show you? If I turn so I can walk closer to this wall over here, I collide and stop. And now that I'm really close, what happens when I turn the player? Oh no, this can't be good. Can you see how I can turn the player to overlap the wall? Yeah, and now I am stuck. My player can't move forwards or backwards as they're already colliding with the wall either way. I think you'll see this problem time and time again in Scratch projects. We really don't want the player's rotation to affect the collision detection. So to get around this problem, we will switch to using a simple square hitbox instead. This way, no matter how we rotate, the collision will not change. Perfect. Okay, no problem. Enter the costume editor and make a new costume. Name it Hitbox.
Name it Hitbox. Okay. With the name costume and name it Hit. Hitbox.
Useful to convert to bitmap before we begin, as this helps to draw an accurate.
Let's do the okay, guys. We got Hitbox. So now we're going to
And draw a 4x4 filled square. It should perfectly fill one of the shaded grid squares of the canvas. Then, once done, drag it until it snaps into the center of the canvas. Coolio! And
wait.
and that's our simple hitbox. Back to the code. We'll update the define move to it. Simply switch to the hitbox costume before we do anything else.
It's custom Toyota. But why does this happen? Why does this happen? Say me, why does this happen?
Also, we'll ensure the hitbox never rotates by setting the sprite rotation mode to don't rotate.
I'll remember to do it on 28.
Okay, so now this touching level check will be using the hitbox costume for collisions as we wanted. But once the checks are done, we should switch back to the original player costume. So duplicate the top 2 blocks we just added and pop them in.
Okay, let's worry about it.
At the end of this custom block, we switch the costume back to the player costume.
Listen to this. Oh, you can't hear it.
And reset the rotation style to all
Around. Yes.
around. And that should do it. Shall we give it a test? Just as before.
Oh yes, man, this rotates it as well as solid. It's not good.
I can run into the wall at a shallow angle and then rotate until I overlap. But this time, we find we are not getting stuck, as although we are overlapping the real level still, we can safely back out and continue moving around the level. Phew, thank goodness for hitboxes. Right, so we are really getting somewhere. But let me show you one thing about this classic written code that really bugs me. Down a passageway, snag up against a wall. We'd not expect to pass through the wall, we expect to continue down the corridor. However, that does not happen. No, instead we instantly stop, dead as a dodo. This is because our collision code crudely undoes as a dodo. This code crudely undoes our last movement, pushing us right back to where we came from. So how can we handle this better? The best solution is to break the directional movement apart into its X and Y components. And then, even if one direction is blocked, the movement in the other direction can still be completed. And the movement continues. But to do this is not so straightforward, as currently we use a move 2 steps to move forwards. How can we split that into a change X and a change Y? Luckily, we have the maths to do the job. And here it is. Move 2 steps actually does the same job as, are you ready for it? X by 2 multiplied by the sign of direction, and change y by 2 multiplied by the cosine of direction. Yep, that's how the move block actually works. So we make use of this. But before we do, we have some coding to do. We'll start by making a new custom block that tries to move the player by a value of x and y. Let's name it try
move. Let's name it try move, yes. Then try move. And let's run it.
move. And two numeric inputs, the x,
The x delta x dx
dy.
the dynamic.
These indicate just how
We will must run it without screen refresh. Without screen refresh.
how far to move in the x and y directions. Now in here, we first do the movement. Bring in a change x and a change y block. We then simply use
Bringing and yes, change x, change y.
the dx and dy input variables.
Dx. Why I do it like that? Because I just why I do the blocks. And yes, we are continuing. Oh yeah. So we'll do something like this. Yay! Infinity. Does that anyway?
If touching level, then. And of course, if we collide, as before, simply reverse the precedence with a change x and y by 0 subtract dx, 0 subtract dy.
Yes. X and Y. By subtract 0. Oh, and subtract 0 from dx dy. And this should be it, right? Oh.
Okay, so that may seem like it's not going to help us much, but just hold on and you'll see what we are up to. Separate off the old move steps block and its level.
Oh yes.
Touching check. In its place, stuff a nice new try
move. Move. Handmade. Yeah.
block. This is where
Yes. This really helps.
cool to translate this move steps block into a try.
Meow 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 meow.
Why? No problem. Try move steps multiplied by
Yes. Try move.
time.
Oh, steps. Maybe. Oh no.
Direct.
Oh no. Så forskar researcher and if this is true, and I think it's false. It's false. It's still false, and it is true. Not false, and it is true. How? And it's true. Join Apple Banana. Join Apple Banana Index. Insanity. Link of Apple.
Direction.
No, for those things that I did. Wee. Direction.
And for the y-axis, we can duplicate that.
Yes, we can duplicate that. Right. We can duplicate it.
Only switch the sign for a cos operator.
Cos.
Excellent. That's the math.
Not none.
So in theory, this will end up moving us exactly the same as before. We just test that to be sure, and yep, that's just the same. And therefore, we still have the problem of getting snagged on the walls. But now we can fix this by first moving the X and then moving the Y. Duplicate the try move block like so. Then we can remove the second input parameter from the first try move.
Yeah. This is promising. Hold on.
Move that will now only move in the X direction. And then the first input from the second try move block. That will only try now and move in the Y direction. 0 in the empty inputs if you like. Now I'm feeling good about this. Shall we test it out? And here we go.
Oh. can do this.
Input from the second try move block. That will only try now and move in the Y direction. Stick a 0 in the empty.
What if you really what you have to take a 0 in the empty stuff? Yay! We did it! Something yes. Could speed up run. What this looks like. Any rabbits?
Inputs if you like. Now I'm feeling good about this. Shall we test it out? And here we go. And yeah, can you see how I didn't snag on the wall? Instead, just slipped across the surface. That's perfect. Great work, everyone. So we are nearly there. The last thing I want to add for player starting. Now what's that? It's the common movement in first-person games where the player sidestep. Very useful for looking around. It's common convention to use the generally walking about. The cursor keys are then used for rotations. So come back to the green flag game loop script. Find the if key pressed. Now we need to also support the W key for moving forwards. We need an OR for that. So key
Or for that. Okay.
up.
I need that order block.
Arrow or key W. Then we move forward.
Kind of. W.
But as before, we're going to do the same for the down arrow key with another OR. Add a check for
D. Who's that? You have all the things. Here, please stand by.
the S key.
What is the D?
Okay, now for the sidestepping with the A and D keys. If A key is best,
Yay! Like this.
then
No.
to sidestep to our left, simply turn left by 90 degrees. Then
This is my D. Can up. on these.
Move by 2. That moves us now to
Move this.
the left by 90 degrees. Then, after that, turn back right
Oh.
by 90 degrees. Return us to phase 84. Brilliant. Besides that right, check if the DT key is pressed. Turn right by 90 degrees. Move 2.
Us penguin mod users like us penguin mod users have these things too.
And then finally, turn left by 90 degrees again. Sorted. And here we
Well, it's the second episode, man. We will complete it in the next or this video. I will see you guys later.